Welcome to my channel. Today we're answering a very important question. What would happen if you fell into a black hole? First off, let's talk about what a black hole actually is because these things are seriously bonkers. Imagine squeezing an entire star that is as big as our sun into something the size of a city. Seriously, just picture it, all that huge swirly space stuff crammed into a tiny space. That's a black hole. It's like a cosmic vacuum cleaner, but instead of one little opening, it's a whole big gaping void of nothingness. And here's where things get even crazier. Around every black hole, there's an area called the event horizon. Think of it like the edge of the black hole. Once you cross that line, you're basically doomed. There's no turning back. Not even light can escape a black hole's pull. It's like the ultimate one-way trip. So now that we know what we're dealing with, let's imagine you're hanging out near a black hole, maybe taking a little joyride in your spaceship when all of a sudden, oops, you lose control and start heading straight for that one-way ticket to oblivion. Don't worry though, I've got your back, just kidding. No one could possibly help you in this situation. You're on your own. As you plummet towards the black hole, you notice that time seems to slow down. To someone watching from far away, like a friend on a spaceship trying to rescue you, time would appear to stop as you approach the event horizon. They'd see you frozen in time, just hanging out on your way to certain doom. But from your perspective, everything would seem normal. Time would be passing as usual. You wouldn't even know that you were in trouble until it was too late. At a certain point during your fall, the gravity would start to get pretty intense. It's like feeling the pull of 1,000 gravitational forces all at once. That's because black holes have a lot of mass packed into a very small space. This means that the closer you get to the center, the stronger the gravitational pull becomes. Speaking of getting closer to the center, let's talk about what happens once you actually cross that event horizon. Here's where things get really weird as you continue to fall. The gravity would literally stretch your body out like spaghetti. It's like being pulled in two directions at once and not in a good way. This is what scientists call tidal forces. It's basically the difference between the gravitational pull on your feet versus your head, since you're so close to the center of the black hole. The gravity would be much stronger on your feet than your head, so it'd pull you into a long, thin noodle shape. Talk about body horror. Here's the kicker though. You wouldn't feel this stretching sensation until you were already dead. That's because the stretching would happen faster than the speed of light, so you wouldn't be able to perceive it happening. You'd just find yourself turned into a thin noodle without ever knowing what hit you. Okay, so now that you're officially dead, what happens next? You're in a place where the laws of physics as we know them just break down. It's a place called the singularity, and it's located at the center of every black hole. No one really knows what happens here because it's literally impossible to study with our current technology. Some scientists think you'd just be crushed into a pancake and cease to exist. Others think you'd be transported to another universe or to the beginning of time itself. Honestly, it's anyone's guess. Now here's the question we've all been dying to ask. Could you survive falling into a black hole? The short answer is no. Even if you managed to avoid getting spaghettified, you wouldn't last long in that crushing environment. It's like trying to breathe underwater, except instead of oxygen, you're drowning in gravity. Not exactly a walk in the park. So yeah, falling into a black hole is definitely something to avoid, but hey, at least it gives us something to think about, because seriously, how wild is the fact that our universe has these places where the laws of physics just break down? It's enough to make your mind explode. Thank you for joining me on this thought experiment today. I hope you learned something new and maybe even had a little fun along the way. If you want to keep exploring the mysteries of the cosmos with me, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We've got all sorts of space oddities waiting to be uncovered. Until next time, keep looking up.